What's up, everybody? We are glazing. We're glazing right now. Before we get into the article, I saw this, and I love the fact that Charlie Cox is getting glazed because he's extremely humble for the idea of the fact that because this happened over the past weekend at a Washington convention at the Washington State Fair, Washington Con. There was convention last weekend with fans, stuff like that. This was the panel in PL up in Seattle. Let's watch first before I start gushing, because Claire Obscura needs to be gushed.
Just very, very quickly, and I don't mean to minimize it in any way, and it's so cool. Apparently the game is awesome. I'm not a gamer. I have no idea. I haven't played it. My agent asked me if I wanted to go and do a voiceover. I was in the studio for 4 hours maybe, and people keep saying how amazing it is and congratulations, and I feel like a total fraud. But I'm so...
The fact that Charlie feels like a fraud for something he didn't realize the impact that he made in 4 hours, because for the 10 hours that we played with Gustav, Charlie provided a massive performance for people with the recruitment patterns and for the kind of person that Gustav is.
So thrilled for the company. I'm so thrilled they did really well. That was it.
That's cool. Thank you.
Just FYI, ask someone else a question.
He feels very uncomfortable because of the success of Claire Obscura. I'm pretty sure at the Washington Summer Convention, he felt like a fraud because he feels like his 4 hours shouldn't have given him so much effect. But the fact is, his 4 hour performance did so much for him, because in my opinion, Charlie Cox's performance, because there's two parts to the layer of why this is so good. Because it's one thing to where Charlie Cox provided the vocal representation of someone that is Gustav and what he's going through, and then there's the mocap person that physically acted as Gustav. So I feel like it's really cool that Charlie is extremely humble. The fact that he doesn't want to let people understand. He didn't want people to misunderstand his impact because of what he's done, because he was in the game for about roughly 10 hours in my experience, and we're still trying to play the game on the channel, but it's extremely rare. Let me just quickly go through what the comments are. He voiced 2033. Kind of shows what the type of guy he is. He could easily parade around taking all the credit. He's not making me respect him more, but I already knew Charlie Cox was awesome. Best part is the 4 hours he spent to do that. Yeah, he spent 4 hours just to do his lines, but the fact is Gustav was a voice for people who put themselves in the mission when anxiety strikes and there's people around him. Gustav, for a moment, definitely felt a situation of giving up until Loon found him in the Act 1. But the fact is that he still stood tall and was there for his fellow friends. So it's really cool. For him, it was like a D&D session. 4 hours for a D&D session, that makes a lot of sense. That's so much love. Charlie Cox can make the best performance of gaming debut, as he debuted in just 4 hours with a box of scraps. But it's really cool. Let me just quickly go to... Let's just focus on the article, because it says a lot, in my opinion. Charlie Cox's name and voiceover work are attached to one of the front runners of 2025 for the Game of the Year. Because it is Game of the Year. It is of the Game of the Year contenders, but hasn't stopped the Daredevil star from feeling like a total fraud. Debuted on Fish Studios. Who plays party member Gustav is among the star-studded cast, which also includes Jennifer English as Mael, Ben Starr's Verso, and a Serkis. Andy Serkis of Benoit was a fantastic pick. When Andy Serkis talks, it's crisp. And the Friends Per Second podcast had an interview with Andy Serkis regarding this game, and I can completely see where both Charlie and Andy were recruited because of such a really good script. And if you go to the Friends Per Second podcast or like Skill Up, I think the YouTube show is called Skill Up, but the Friends Per Second podcast covered a really good coverage regarding it. I want to glaze how important this game is, because this is a masterpiece. This is a masterpiece of a game by a small developing team who just wanted to make a good game, who sacrificed the original project and rewrote a game from scratch and worked together with the actors so much so to make things feel natural and real. And if you look at their interview, it's mentioned to where one of the writing directors originally wanted to be just a simple voice actor for the game, then became a lead writer for it. It's like, hell yeah. And then like he's so soft. Charlie Cox talks Expedition 33 shy. Charlie also makes an appearance as captured by fan site. Cox reveals that while he was delighted for Sandfall, he can't take any of the credit. He's not. We just heard. He said that if you want to go to do voiceover, feels like total fraud. I'm so thrilled for the company, and that it did really well. The game did really well. The game deserves everything it has coming to it. And I say that in terms of the fact that everybody's glazing about it. I'm glazing about it. I wish I can just go back to Lumiere and just keep playing. I want to go back and play, but life... sometimes life creates cruel choices, and I have to like work. I have to do things outside of the luxury of being within Clair Obscur, being within Lumiere. But the fact is, like, this game deserves the praise, and Charlie is like being extremely shy for the impact he's done, and it's really cool to see like he could walk around saying, yes, I did it, I made it. He can make a Markiplier promise and say, that's the kind of content you'll get from me. But honestly, the fact is that he wants people to understand and reframe the praises to where Charlie did such a good job, but it doesn't take away from how important of a piece that Clair Obscur is. Sandfall said it was currently exploring a wide range of future improvements to Clair Obscur. Developer said these improvements from accessibility features, okay, to new content. And new content, are you talking about like when people say new content, people also assume DLC. If it doesn't have DLC, it is a very dense and a really good game that I want to get back in. All sorts of bits and boops we're actively accessing. Will also include expanded localization optimization, so more languages. That's real good. While we don't have a specific timeline or confirmed language to share yet, the team added, we want to let you know that it's very much within our radar. Wee! A lot of wees. We want less woos in the gaming industry. Really good. And the fact that we have to make a space for good content within the field, because it's one thing to where people have the luxury of playing the game, much less people who are within their 30s and 40s or even 50s. We want a space to where it's easy to get into. It's easy to like be part of the conversation too. Cox is busy with the Disney show Born Again. Will he appear in next year's Spider-Man Brand New Day? I don't know. There's a chance that maybe Charlie Cox might be in Spider-Man. I don't know. That's really cool. So I wanted to it was like a short glazing I want to do, but what was this regarding fans hope future improvements include quick saves. Oh yeah, quick saves, right. Because I definitely like the idea. more swimsuit for Gustav. People love male jiggle physics, if you didn't already know. But the fact is like, when I hear quick saves, I want quick saves right before bosses and right before entering areas. Just because, or like, there was just recently when we were playing Clair Obscur, I kind of want quick saves between party interactions, because I don't know if like, because there was a social mechanic, and I was afraid because my Persona 5, Persona 4, 3 brain clicked, and I was thinking to myself, oh no, I wish I can save before this interaction just to make sure this interaction was done correctly and get more relationship points. Exploring a wide range of feature improvements. While we don't have a specific timeline to confirm the languages or confirm languages to share yet, we want to let you know it's very much within the radar. Oh, cool! Suggestions from fans on what these improvements could be and could include a request for photo mode. Loadouts is definitely a good idea because there's plenty of types of gameplay that people make for certain builds. There's a particular Mael build. There's the AK-47 Verso, and there's the one-shot Mael build. There's also like things with CL and Monoko. We have not met Monoko yet, but I heard he likes feet. And he is essentially the blue mage of the group, to where he learns skills from other animes. And I can't wait to be part of that experience. They described it as a modern RPG classic. In so many ways, Clair Obscur reminds me of numerous of classics and contemporary RPGs I love. But developer Sandfall truly understands why those games are special and make the piece it borrowed its own. Yeah, because it's really funny to where like the mechanic of dodge and parry, if I remember correctly, came from the lull that one of the developers had from playing Sekiro. He was speedrunning Sekiro, and the story goes to where he was either speedrunning or he was playing with Sekiro so much that, oh cool, what if we did include a parry mechanic? And the parry mechanic is really fun to include, to where it rewards people who are coming from a Dark Souls playthrough, who are coming from Lies of P, that recently dropped the DLC. And it's exciting to be involved, that you can dodge things and have a perfect game, a perfect no damage run, or you can continually hurt the enemy every turn as long as you parry. Otherwise, it's more forgiving for you to dodge. If that convinced you to give it a go, be sure to check out our tips. But this is just me trying to glaze up Charlie Cox and glaze up the idea of why Clair Obscur Expedition is a really fun game. They don't need me to glaze them up. They know they're good. But it's just the idea, like the fact that this game is just like this guy said, it's a casual side quest for Charlie, much like Tyler Hoechlin with Sephiroth. Because like, I'm excited for more content from Final Fantasy. I have not played Rebirth. I want to play Rebirth. I don't have time quite yet, but I do know, but I am excited for the fact that Tyler Hoechlin is the voice of Sephiroth. We have Vincent Valentine voiced by Matthew Mercer. It's so exciting to be a part of the world of JRPG, and I completely think that Final Fantasy Remake has a place. If you're review bombing it, if you're upset about the way this game works, that speaks into what you loved and the fact that you don't want Final Fantasy to change. But RPGs is continually evolving. I'm so excited. That's it for the video. See ya.